Everyone thinks owning a Lamborghini is all about speed. The sound, the attention, the dream, and sure, those things are real. But after living with one in Texas, I realized something. The Lamborghini isn't actually the most interesting part. It's everything that comes with it. Before I bought this car, I imagined weekend drives, empty roads, and hearing that V10 sound every chance I got. And yes, that part is incredible. But there are so many things nobody prepares you for. Take something as simple as getting gas. You pull into a gas station expecting to spend 5 minutes filling up. Instead, someone walks over. What year is it? What do you do for work? How fast does it go? Can you rev it? Then another person comes over. Before you know it, you've been standing there for 20 minutes talking to complete strangers. And honestly, I've grown to love those moments, especially when kids see the car. Watching a little kid completely lose their mind because they just spotted a Lamborghini. That never gets old. It reminds me that this car is somebody else's dream, just like it used to be mine. But owning one also changes the way you think. Not just about cars, about everything. You stop looking at roads, you start studying them. That driveway, too steep. That parking lot, way too crowded. Those railroad tracks, better take them at an angle. That parking garage, maybe not today. I probably spend more time choosing where to park than I do deciding where I'm actually going. And yep, I'm totally the guy who parks in the very back. Not because I'm afraid to walk, but because I'd rather walk an extra minute than spend weeks looking at a door ding. Then there's Texas. I honestly think this is one of the best states in the country to own a Lamborghini. The roads are wide, the weather is good most of the year, the car community is incredible, and there are some amazing roads if you're willing to wake up early. But Texas also has one major problem: summertime. If you've never opened the door to a Lambo after it's been sitting outside in 105-degree weather, imagine climbing into an oven. The seats are hot, the steering wheel is untouchable, the seatbelt buckle feels like it came straight out of a campfire. Thankfully, once the AC gets going, it's surprisingly comfortable. But those first few minutes, gosh, they're a reminder that Texas doesn't care what you drive. One thing that completely surprised me is how quickly the Lambo became normal. Not boring, never boring, just normal. The first week I owned it, I found excuses to drive everywhere. Coffee, groceries, picking up food, no destination. I just wanted to hear the engine. And now, sometimes I open the garage, see the Lambo sitting there, and smile for a second. And then I grab the keys anyway because I genuinely enjoy driving it. I gotta be honest, the novelty does fade. The appreciation doesn't. And that's a really important difference. People always ask me if owning a Lambo changes your life. The answer is, not in the way people think. It doesn't magically make you happier. It doesn't solve your problems. You still have deadlines, stress, bad days. Life keeps moving. What it does change is it gives you little moments. A tunnel where you roll the windows down, a quiet drive at sunrise, the sound of the engine bouncing off a concrete wall, a kid waving from the backseat of a minivan, someone giving you a thumbs up in traffic. Those moments last maybe 5 seconds, but somehow you remember them forever. And that's the part social media doesn't really show. Most videos only show the highlight reel, the launches, the flames, the cinematic edits. They don't show the random Tuesday night drive after dinner because you needed to clear your head. And honestly, those are usually my favorite drives. After owning this Lambo, I've realized something. The car isn't the destination anymore. It's just the excuse. The excuse to take the long way home, the excuse to wake up before sunrise, the excuse to explore roads you've never driven before, the excuse to make memories you'll still be talking about years later. If you're working toward buying your dream car one day, keep going. Not because the car will change your life, but because of the experiences it'll create once you finally get there. That's the part nobody can really explain. You have to live it. And honestly, I hope everyone gets to experience that feeling at least once. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate you watching. If you enjoy real stories about what it's actually like living with a Lambo, a Porsche, and now a Ferrari, not just the highlight reels, I'd love for you to follow along. We've got a lot more drives, stories, and memories ahead. I'll see you in the next one.